Welcome to Think Money with Benny. Here on the channel, we talk about investing in the stock market to produce passive income. If you're new here, I talk about how I grow my portfolio, what strategies I use, which stocks I invest in. That's what my content is all about. If this interests you, click the subscribe button so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. And don't forget to hit the like button to help support the channel. As you can see, I've been growing the portfolio consistently over time, contributing, collecting dividends, selling options, and letting the market do its thing. My next goal is hitting 200K, which is already underway. I made a video 4 months ago titled How to Sell Covered Calls on Fidelity, and I get questions and feedback on that video till this day. Today, I'm going over what is selling a covered call, what's the stock I'm buying, and why I'm using this stock to sell covered calls. If you're not familiar with options trading and selling covered calls, I'm going to explain it simple. It's one of the most conservative ways to use options. You will need 100 shares of a stock in your portfolio. It doesn't matter if it's Plug, Neo, Apple, or Tesla stock. Once you have 100 shares of a company, it's like unlocking a new level in a video game or unlocking a new feature. You are now able to sell covered calls. This is great if you're looking to make extra income on your investment. Maybe it's to pay a bill or to grow your portfolio faster. Let's assume you own 100 shares of Apple with an average cost of 120. If you sell a covered call, you're picking a price that you would not mind selling Apple for in the future. And you also get paid as a bonus. Let's say you wouldn't mind selling Apple at 131 and you're willing to be in this contract until the end of January. If you sold this covered call, you would get $500 deposited into your account right away. When this contract expires on January 29, one of two things is going to happen. Apple's share price is going to be above 131 or under 131. If it's under 131, you made $500 and you don't have to sell your shares at 131. You get to keep your shares in your portfolio. If Apple's share price is above 131, you made $500 and your shares will get sold at 131. So you made $1,100 from the sale of your shares plus $500 from the sale of the covered call, totaling a net profit of $1,600. If you're new to options trading and selling covered calls, it may be confusing at first, but the idea is very simple. You just need to research and practice the strategy by getting off the bench and in the game. I assure you, it's not hard once you understand the concept and learn the mechanics. There's plenty of resources and videos to learn from for free. Now, let's talk about the stock I bought 100 shares of to sell covered calls. That stock is Beyond Meat. If you follow my channel, you know I'm already in dividend stocks like Pepsi, Johnson & Johnson, in growth companies like Apple, Microsoft, in turnaround plays like Win, and ETFs like the Triple Qs and VYM. What I was missing was a good spec play. I didn't want to get into something like Hyliion, Workhorse, or any of these other meme stocks that get tossed around on Wall Street bets. I wanted to jump into a spec play that's easy to understand the business model. I could see the products in store and I can see a huge following behind the product. In my opinion, there's good risk reward potential with Beyond Meat, and it's a stock I wouldn't mind holding in my portfolio for the long term. Aside from the company, Beyond Meat offers big premium due to the implied volatility with this stock. I bought 100 shares on November 24 at $143.30. Fast forward to today, about 3 weeks later, the stock closed around the same price I bought it for. However, I've already locked in gains of nearly $800 just for selling covered calls on this stock. The idea behind what I'm doing is simple. I own 100 shares of Beyond Meat. I sell a covered call, which gives someone else the right to buy my shares from me in the future at a price I pick, and I'm going to get paid for that. My shares will only get sold if the stock goes above my selected price. But either way, I'm still getting paid for selling that covered call. I'm basically letting the call buyers, I call them gamblers, take all the risk while I sit back and collect profit. If we take a look at the covered calls I sold on Beyond Meat, I was selling the 146 and 147 strike. But because the stock has been trading sideways, I've been able to sell and buy back these contracts numerous times. As an active investor, I'm always aware of price fluctuations, so I've been able to use this to my advantage. Being active allows me to get in and out of trades to secure profit frequently. But if you don't have the time to stay on top of the market, you can just let your contracts expire. This all depends on your trading style, how active you are as a trader, and your thought process behind the play. Now, being that I ended the week up on my position, I went ahead and sold my shares of Beyond Meat for a small profit. My thinking is that over the past few weeks, the stock has been trading near or under 140. So on Monday, my plan is to sell a cash secured put under 140. My intention is to try and buy back 100 shares again at a lower price and get paid a nice amount of premium for it. If you're interested in selling cash secured puts to buy 100 shares of a stock and getting paid for it, or how to use this strategy to make extra income, check out my how to sell puts video. Link will be up above and down in the description. So why am I interested in this company, and what potential do I see for them in the future? Let's look at 3 things we can expect from Beyond Meat in 2021. Number 1, a lower price per pound. If Beyond Meat costs less than an animal protein option, it seems very likely more consumers would make an occasional purchase. The company typically updates investors in its quarterly conference calls. Okay, bringing down the cost to produce meat and listen to conference calls to stay updated. Copy. Number 2, international progress. Beyond Meat entered China in 2020 despite the pandemic. It's currently building factories to get local operations going, and it's trying to build brand recognition. It recently launched Beyond Pork, a pork product specifically crafted for its Chinese consumer base. Okay, expanding into the Chinese market and building brand recognition. Copy. Number 3, new products and partners. In 2020, it launched new products like Beyond Meatballs and Beyond Breakfast Sausage. Expect new items in 2021 as well. Specifically, investors can anticipate the launch of a new burger recipe. Expect Beyond Meat to announce new menu items and new restaurant partners, including a possible deal with McDonald's. Okay, adding business partners and creating new products for consumers. Copy. Speaking of which, Beyond Meat has inked a new deal with Costco. Let's see what the details on that are.
Yeah, Miles, it's not the first time that Beyond Meat has entered Costco. They originally entered in, I believe, in late 2019 with their Beyond Burger, but this is a bigger deal for them. These meatballs are good. They taste good. I eat them all the time. It's just the reality of the situation. But a lot of people have never even tried Beyond Meat products before, certainly not in Costco because they've never been there. So they'll offer that discount up front, try to drive trial, try to get people acclimated with the product. And this comes on the heels of them introducing 2 new lower fat burgers a couple weeks ago. Also inking a deal with Pizza Hut. We had founder Ethan Brown on, Beyond Meat founder Ethan Brown on to discuss. So they're ending the year on a high note. And for them, that's good because they had a challenging third quarter and the stock really got slaughtered.
Seems like great news moving forward. Anytime you have your products selling in Costco, that's certainly a positive sign. So is Beyond Meat a buy here? My ideal price to own this stock is under 100. But if you want to trade Beyond Meat now, the current price is what you'll have to pay. In the future, I'm expecting Beyond Meat to go up in price as the company keeps making new deals and growing the business. If you like videos like this where I talk about why I'm buying certain stocks and what strategies I'm using, do let me know. Also, if you have a question that you'd like me to answer, comment down below and I'll answer it in my next video. I hope you got value from watching this video. If you did, go ahead and smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.